Yo, 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 ladies and gents, boys are back in the house. Episode 89, Riv Pod, victorious. Let's go, New Hampshire representing.
Let's get it, fam.
Javier down here in Haverhill, Massachusetts, getting it busy. Let's go. It's September, I said.
Wow.
6/27.
Hell no.
June 27, 2023. You know, the boys are we linked up on this, Tuesday night, fam? We're getting
Tuesday night.
Come on. Threw a little curveball. It's been a while since we linked up, but here we go.
I'm off after Thursday night. I'm gonna be remote, so
let's go. Awesome.
Catch me elsewhere.
Here we are. Have Father's Day. We got 4th of July coming up. The boys linked up, and this is. We were just talking before we went hot. Tons of sports going on. Had the NBA draft. Revs are cooking right now. PGA, the homie Don was in the house. Got sent us a couple pictures over this. So we got a lot of wrestling intel going on. Just saw the homie Melo. Super proud of that. We can get all into it, fam. Man,
get into it all.
Feels good to be back.
89, fam.
Episode 89.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
I know you had you threw like a little memory out there. On it was like
626 1 year we dropped on YouTube. We gave him the double-sided episode, fam. The 44A, 44B.
It's been a year since the video joint came out. Unbelievable, man. Boys are in the house, man. Vic, Jav, back together again. We got some guests hopefully lined up coming up. Hopefully for episode 90 coming up. So be on the lookout for that. And I don't know, fam. We're just gonna get right into it, man. I know. Let's throw some love to the people. First of all, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure if you got any comments, any love, any whatever,
let us know.
Throw it our way.
Tell us.
We're just trying to stay tapped in. If you haven't watched a Rib Pod before, keeping it local for the most part. We'll follow the Revs. We got the Celtics, whatever's on tap here in New England. Looking forward to the Pats. We go worldwide. We go global, fam.
Frankfurt,
big
Germany.
Man United fan. We follow Frankfurt. We stay tapped in with PSG. And then we just, we jump into some wrestling. We jump into PGA, NBA, whatever's hot. We keep it, with the OT. We just try to keep it light.
Yeah, never short of topics. That's for damn sure.
What do you got cooking, fam?
Yo, fam, June 27th. Hey, listen, cheers. Happy anniversary to the wife,
salute.
Baby girl, much love. 8 years, in the trenches. So, yeah, just wanted to shout out my boo, So
I'll drink to that for sure.
Oh yeah, yep. Had to shout that out.
Many more. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it, man.
Kendra, just on I'll be selfish real quick too. Just she helps out. She throws those thumbnails out there, helps out. I'm sure wherever she can behind the scenes. I'm sure she's a creative director. In the house there.
Don't do that, Vic. Why are you doing that?
Smart, yo. Cheers. Congrats, man. I'll keep it going.
Thank you, fam. Appreciate it.
Great little way to transition here into we talked about the Revs, fam.
Yeah, man.
We got I know we got some games coming up.
Yep.
Trying to get into the suites. We got the gear, we got the swag going on over here, like we
Hell
always
yeah.
do. But let's jump into it. They announced the MLS All Star rosters. We can get into that. Revs unbeaten, and I think unbeaten in their last 10 at home. Between a mix of wins and ties, obviously. But yeah, we got some good things going on. Second in the East.
7-0-3.
Won a few bucks for my man Dustin against in that Orlando game. So appreciate that, Dustin. Quick to send that Venmo. Appreciate you. Lots of positive vibes. We got guys coming back from injury. I saw Kessler back in training. Saw Nacho back in training.
Oh, that's good news.
So we got some things going on. What's your I know we've talked about on the low, like Bobby Wood doing his thing. Lots of stories on the Revs. I'm gonna pass the mic to you.
Yeah, for sure. Now you had mentioned the All Star game, and I think they had mentioned like Turner versus Petrovic. Like it couldn't have been any more written in the cards.
For sure.
Arsenal is going to be coming over from England, so that's who the MLS team, and it's got to be Jordy Petrovic being the All Star starter for this. He's quite clearly he's the best goalkeeper in town, and in America that is, and there's even talks of Manchester United even scouting this guy, whether that's true or not. But he's been glue, fam. And then it's great to hear these guys coming back from injury. But yeah, the stats been crazy. Bobby Wood, fam, 7 goals, 4 assists. Veroni coming off the bench. Coming off the bench 6 times. I know the minutes are a little bit low. That's fine, but 4 goals, and him and Bobby Wood licking up, and yeah, that's been great. Carlos Hill goes without saying. This guy just controls it all, and he's another guy. He's been getting higher up minutes in like the 1,300 range. In terms of minutes, which is pretty solid. You look at a guy like Romney. He's our most capped player in terms of this season, 19 games, 1,700 minutes. Petrovic, obviously, 620, 1620. Matt Polster, 1,600 minutes, 18 games played. So some Iron Men there. DeJuan Jones, 1,500 minutes. You see Carlos Hill drop off a little bit with 1,300 minutes. Brandon By, 1,300 minutes. I had mentioned Noah Buck, around 1,200 minutes. So, and then you look at a guy like Boateng, 985 minutes, but 17 games played overall, 6 times coming off the bench. Just guys all around. I mean, Farrell even coming in with 1,100 minutes. So again, these are I look at a guy like Romney, and he's been pretty steady. I'd ask for these guys to kind of shore it up on defense. And not only have they been shoring up on defense, but the team altogether has been coming out for wins, not even these ties, fam. So, yeah, that's kind of my quick little take on these guys just here in the minutes. Bobby Wood, 7 goals, 4 assists. You got Carlos Hill, he got 7 goals, 9 assists. I know Gustavo Bo went out with an injury, so I don't know quite what that's going to lead, but it's all good. Guy like Giacomo can come right in and do the damn thing. So, yeah, that's it's positive. We know we got good energy right now. So.
Tons of bright spots. Tons of bright spots on the Revs all over the place. You just rattled off a ton of, and like people playing their part too. Everybody kind of playing their role right now. It's unfortunate some of the injuries we've had. Barrero out for the year.
That one.
Gustavo Bo's kind of been in and out. Kessler right away. He's been back. He was out. Still sitting second in the East behind Cincinnati on 36 points. And, looking real tasty. It's just in a tasty spot right now.
I mean, at this point now, I don't want to say I wonder what the bet is for these guys to make playoffs, but the position is there. I mean, I feel comfortable enough to say it.
There's no way that we shouldn't be making playoffs.
If they don't make the playoffs, then there's this guy.
Don't get me wrong, it's pretty tight, but they should be making playoffs. That's a fact. And with the, some reinforcements that they have, they got. But let's talk about buying out Josie Altidore.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up.
That was
because it's like we need some backup too.
What's going to happen is freeze up a spot, freeze somebody up, freeze up a roster spot. Somebody hopefully with some impact. Saw something with like Victor Wembanyama from Toronto.
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I'm looking for like I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'll tell you what, the Revs have done a decent job between like a Buxa type, between Petrovic. Getting even like bringing Bobby Wood over, and don't get me wrong, we've had some duds in there, like a Josie Altidore. So I don't know.
Bobby Wood could have been a dud. Let me put it that way, but he works. I don't know, fam.
I was going to say,
but he works though. And everyone should have known that. But sometimes working hard doesn't always guarantee that you're gonna.
For sure.
But he gets himself in the right place. Kind of reminds me of Henry Marin back in the day, fam. Just getting in the right spots, the right time, getting it in. Accuracy,
real smart player,
smart IQ.
Yep. Just nothing but good things. So I think both of us for sure we're on the same page. Hoping to be in the house. We've been in the house lately. We had a fabulous time at the with the Haverly Soccer. Couldn't say anything more about that. Just positivity there. And now I know we're trying to be in the house coming up like in a week or two. I know I'm trying to get in there. Let's see what happens, fam.
Same.
We got more to follow on that.
Yeah, we got our brother coming up from Jamaica, and we're trying to show man a good time. So, the homie Karen, we're looking to bring him out to Foxborough, the house that Brady built, and show him a good time. But fam, we didn't even tap too much into the game versus Toronto. It was a 2-1, come from behind win. I know Toronto got on the board first. The homie Henry, I know Kulig was in the house, and both of them kind of hit me up saying, the energy is right in here. And that, a little stormy night, but I guess it ended up turning out to be clear out there in Foxborough. So love to hear it. But, I know that they had the kids out there. And
oh man, that's the best.
Yeah, for sure. And for, just the energy and the come from behind win.
Scoop up the W. And
I know Bruce said it was ugly. But and I didn't get to watch it because
I'm glad you mentioned that. Shout out to all those guys. I love when supporters are in the house. Love that. So shout out to Kulik, shout out to Henry, and also the crowds at the Revs game. We're talking 25, 20, 22, 23 all day.
It is getting better
all day,
and that's all we can ask for is
we're talking
progression.
20, 22, 23, 24, 25 all day.
Solid.
And like you said, it wasn't the best of weather. Sometimes it's been a rainy June.
Well, people will be like,
Henry
said the game was perfect, but it's like, you see it was pouring at 3:30 when he was like, "Hey, you want to go to a Revs game?" I'm like, "Bro, it's I can't do that on a whim."
Awesome. So let's see. coming up. Who they got coming up, fam?
They have.
New
I
York.
don't even know, fam.
Let's go.
Couldn't even tell you.
They got Cincinnati. Awesome. Little 1-2 game. Cincinnati coming up on Saturday, July 1st.
Life comes at us fast, man.
They're at Cincy. They're at the Red
Wow,
Bulls.
that's a big one.
At the Red
What
Bulls
day?
after
What day
that.
is that? What day
They
is
got a
that?
midweek clash against Atlanta, and then they got 4 games right here in the next.
Oh, I'm gonna
2
be
weeks.
at that Atlanta game.
They got four games here in the next 2 weeks.
I'm gonna be at that Atlanta game, fam. 100%.
Big clash here. Saturday, July 1st at Cincinnati. They play the next week at the Red Bulls. They play that Wednesday, the 12th, July 12th, versus Atlanta.
For sure.
And then July 15th, where hopefully we'll be in the house all together.
For DC.
DC United.
Wayne Rooney in the house.
More to follow. More to follow on that. Shout out and congrats to the All Stars and all the All Stars who made it. Petro was on it, and we got to figure Carlos Seal is going to find his way on it some way somehow. So be on the lookout for that too. Any last word on the Revs, fam?
Nah, I think I pretty much covered it all. I know Petrovic had a big game. He had 9 saves. Just going to highlight him. I know you just mentioned that. Yeah. And all these guys.
$30 million valuation.
Serious stuff, man.
Give us $30 million.
Give us $30 million.
And I know that goes to the MLS. We don't even have to get into all that. Like the Revs
probably going straight to Messi. That's what
it probably is.
No, I'm not joking. At least,
by the way, I heard good things about the Apple situation too. Like people have been buying the MLS package.
Not me, but
it triggered a
Well, they went half off. They went half off though. Now it's $50 versus $100.
It's half over.
Makes sense, but smart move.
Awesome Rev stuff. Rib Pod in the house. We're gonna be in the house for more games. We've been in the house. Be on the lookout. You know how we do it. More to follow on that. Let's jump across. Bring you any kind of transfer news going on in England. Any kind of transfer news going on in Europe. Saudis, just displaying the bread.
Saving
I don't know.
Chelsea.
Talking about Mbappe to Real. Is that a done deal? I heard Liverpool maybe stepping in.
Too many mind games with that freaking Mbappe.
Plus,
for what? From Mbappe, Liverpool?
Yes. What are we talking, fam? What do you heard? I know you keep your ear to the streets.
Yeah.
Let's give the people the quick lowdown, on this little episode 89, the Rib Pod. You know how we do it. Come on. Let's go.
Get it. Yeah. Let's get it.
Victorious.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's go.
Fam, basically, I'll start with United. I'll start with United. Just, I had talked with you real quick, in the production room, just about some valuations of these guys. You're thinking of a guy like Sancho. You're thinking of a guy like Harry Maguire. Both these guys ran us for $100 million a piece. Oof. Both these guys looking to possibly go for $40 million a piece. Oof. You laughed in my face and said, Harry Maguire sure as hell ain't going anywhere for $40 million.
Hey,
we even threw a side bet. We even threw a side bet on it, and I said somebody will. I don't know if we'll quite transfer out with Sancho. If there's that's a big dip. If these guys go for $80 million,
I'll keep Sancho for that. I'd rather.
That's what I'm saying. You can't eat both those. Harry Maguire got to go.
Harry Maguire. I'll give him if I'm Everton. I'm like, all right, I'll buy him back for like 18.
Yeah, but it's like he don't want his status to go. But anyway, I don't want to waste too much time on this bum Harry Maguire. I think pretty much what's crazy right now is the goalkeeping situation with De Gea. And I have here, Onana versus Petrovic versus De Gea, fam. Like triple tag team. MFK, fam. I'm definitely K-ing De Gea. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to probably, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to M Petrovic and I'll probably F Onana.
All right.
So,
respect.
Definitely,
that was quick. You threw De Gea right off the cliff.
So that's pretty much what's going on there. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I know they lowballed him on an offer, and we'll see if he actually, can take the, you're going to probably be on the bench, or does someone come in and take your spot? However long he's been, he's been of great service, but all good things have to come to an end. So I'm curious to see where that all comes. Everything else is kind of just, we can talk here and there, but, Scott McTominay, that's one guy I think Newcastle's looking at. We talk about a guy like, we're just talking wages in general, like for next year. Guy like Lissandro, fam, like, being paid only 6.5 mil per year, fam. It's crazy to me. Like, or however, I think that's pretty much what a guy like that should be getting paid, double that.
And then, and then like De Gea is like getting like 19 mil.
Getting 19 mil. Sancho's the second highest paid player with 18 mil euros. So yeah, that's just real quick with United. I don't, the City stuff's been crazy. They went for Declan Rice, Arsenal, and these guys. And bro, let me tell you right now, if City lands Declan Rice, that's a problem, bro. And if they land this guy from Red Bulls too, this Gavardiol defender from Croatia, fam. I mean, these are massive signings, fam.
Well, City just took that guy from Arsenal, right?
No, Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Chelsea went to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Talking about Kai Havertz?
Chelsea went to.
Oh, Kovacic. City. Yes, Chelsea went to City. Yes. Man, again, it's crazy.
Solid.
But that's a solid move, though. Yes. That's kind of. I don't want to say it's like for like with a Gundogan because that's not clearly, but you got to think in terms of midfield coverage. Got to cover your ass somewhere. But Declan Rice,
by the way, went on a free too.
Perfect. He knew exactly what he was doing. I think there was talks about that back in like January, and it's kind of wild how it comes to fruition.
Getting like $135 million bid.
It's going to just pure winners and leaving a shit situation. So,
what are we talking about? It's Declan Rice. Fam. Anything else across? Let's jump across Europe. What else you seen across Europe? We've talked about even the Middle East. I mean, just the names going to the Middle East has been unbelievable, and I love it.
I love it too. And the names are insane. I mean, we already know Ronaldo's there, Benzema, the former World Player of the Year, or the current World Player of the Year, N'Golo Kante, which the Kante probably won't draw too many names, but for anyone to really appreciate,
he's ready to win the league. Watch his team.
Good. Yeah. Hakim Ziyech, whatever from Morocco, Edouard Mendy. Again, we talked about Ruben Neves, and then guys like Roberto Firmino being linked out there too. So the Saudi League is on some crazy stuff, man, and Chelsea better be.
Saw Lukaku. Saw they threw an offer at Luka Modric that he declined.
Yeah,
Alexis maybe going out there. We talked about Koulibaly. Like he's just like, that. Whoa. I know you got the quote there for him, fam.
He cited three things, fam. He said about money. It does, can't deny it. He's going to be able to help his whole entire generation of family. He's going to be able to do.
They talk about like setting up their villages, fam.
Villages, like funds, bro, like stuff that you could. The whole thing.
Come on, man. How can you even like that's wow.
On religion, he said, you know what I'm saying? This man, he's Muslim. Easy. All right, bro. Benzema said the same thing. Benzema's Muslim. He's like, yo, Muslim bro, I'm going to. All right, so and then the third one is like, bro, I'm not playing. I think he's a little too spicy. Again, calling John Terry for the 26. I want to, call it literally like, hey, listen, I'm going to lead this team. Wow. So to go from that talk, but listen, that's a real thing. Like when Ted DiBiase calls you, fam.
Now, can we talk about real quick, like how there's the Saudis own a part of Chelsea, and like then they're also selling their players to Chelsea because like they're in so there's like a big group that owns Chelsea, right, and the Saudi PIF fund or whatever owns like 60% of that group, and so they own like a controlling interest in Chelsea. They also obviously own the top 4 teams in the Saudi league. The PIF fund also owns the top 4 teams in the Saudi leagues. All these guys are going to those top 4 teams. So yeah, I don't know. There's like weird, but financial fair play. I don't even know, fam. All I know too, like Champions League has started for this year. I looked up some of the teams. We threw it out there to you and Spano. Some of these teams from Malta, San Marino, one of them Iceland. I mean, you love to see it. You love to see these teams getting together, and these imagine that playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing. There's just levels to it, Yep. Guys might think like, I wonder what it would be like if I played against like Madrid or Bayern. It's like, bro, good luck trying to get past Malmo. Good luck trying to get past like Malmo, you heard him saying, Feyenoord, like not even Feyenoord, even lower than that. Like you just said, like, some of these Icelandic teams.
FC Honka, you know what I'm saying?
Honka, fam. Shout out Tim Murray, Tim Murray, Haverhill goalkeeping legend, fam. And then. In terms of transfer stuff, I know we just talked Saudi. We hit up some Euro. I talked Man United before that too. But, we'll kind of, I don't know. We can continue with it, fam. But like Bayern making that soft bid for Harry Kane, knowing damn well that bid's going to be rejected, knowing damn well that, Harry Kane in some way kind of got to force their hand. And Harry kind of did that in the past, 2 seasons ago when he didn't go to camp for the whole Man City thing. I don't know, man. I feel like this one might go over the edge. I feel like Bayern might actually pull it off. They're not going to do it at 65. Something's got to give. I know Daniel Levy's a prick and he don't give for nothing. The owner of Tottenham, but
I don't think he's going anywhere.
fair.
I don't think he's going anywhere, fam.
You think because of the
just,
record, or you just thinking,
yeah,
like
he's
you
just
know,
staying there. He's a lifer. He's staying there for life. He's trying to bring.
yeah, that's what Rance was saying too on his pod.
No, oh, I didn't know that, right? But like,
No, I'm just saying in general. It's
he's a lifer. He's staying there. No different than like we've seen so many.
It's a
other
popular
players.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just whether or not you believe that.
Yep. Nah, he's staying there. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They're gonna make sure whatever he does, he gets some sort of trophy, some sort of statue out there. He's going down as a Spur forever.
Yep.
And I like the.
I think he's going down as a Premier League player. I don't know if he'll necessarily be a Spurs, but
I think he'll stay. I think he'll stay a Spur too.
Yeah, good for him if he does. And
because I just
better win something, man.
Well, just like you said, Daniel Levy's a prick. He's a prick, right? So if you're a prick, like I'm be like, hey, Harry Kane, if you want to leave, get off of get off this island, basically. You know what I'm saying? See you later, the Prem.
For sure.
So
My way or the highway.
Go to Spain. Go to
smart, yeah. Get him out of your league, right? And that's the thing. He's notorious for that. He does not, he sold Gareth Bale to Madrid. He sold everyone. He sold Luka Modric, all overseas. All guys who went on to do great things. So,
what would you say, kind of as we wrap up, fam? European transfer news. I mean, I don't even think the transfer market really starts like July 1st,
bro. And honestly, it's wild, and it's true. 7-1 is technically when it starts,
so
but
we're here 6/27, June 27th.
It's got, but a lot of stuff happens with these guys who haven't left clubs yet.
It's like or the stuff. Of course, contract conversations. Come on.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a business, and shit gets done behind the scenes, and that's what happens when these guys got big pockets, man. It's the things go down. Personal terms are agreed, and then Mason Mount. I'm telling you right now, United. They already said it. 55 mil is the final offer. They tried to jack it up to 65 mil, Chelsea, and I wouldn't be paying anything more than 40 mil for this guy. But
greedy Chelsea,
stupid, bro. Now, and he's one of those guys, gonna probably leave on a free, or if he's there, he's gonna they're gonna freeze him out. Oh, he's going to Lyon.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know. It's not definitive, but like. It's almost pretty certain that Lyon is looking for him to be like the centerpiece, and honestly, he'd do just fine.
Wow, he would crush in the French
George Weah to Juventus. That's a nice little move.
Oh,
we talked about it. A level up.
Yeah. All good stuff going on. Just
go on. There's just a lot, and it's not even July 1st, fam.
Let's do this. Let's take. Let's keep it moving. I was gonna say, give you a last take, or anybody like. Would you like to see on United, or you like one player you like to see in or out of United? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it goes without saying. I mean, I think getting a guy like Harry Maguire off the books is like it's a must. It's a crazy move, but it's similar to kind of the momentum that Ronaldo kind of was holding. Just too much talk of Harry Maguire. Get him the fuck out of the team. Get him out. See you later, buddy.
See you.
And really, that's it. I think that's like if they can do that. That's huge.
Addition by subtraction.
It really is. Yep. I think in terms of we need a forward. I don't know who it's going to be. I mean, doesn't seem like Victor Osimhen's going to come. That would be ideal for me, but I don't know. I mean, we need a forward, and whoever it may be, there's so many names out there.
Might be Rashi.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things have to happen for Rashi this season again, man. But
all right, that's what Awesome soccer stuff, football stuff, transfer news, Revs, man. I'm on with the Revs. I'm just pumped up about the Revs, fam.
As we should be.
Let's keep it moving to the wrestling streets. Don't make me knock that glass out of your hand. Of course, my bionic elbow after that.
Yeah. I got no weapons over here, but catch you with an elbow too. Give you that.
Got this chalice.
Death Valley drop.
Got the pimp cup.
Fan, the wrestling streets are hot, man. The hot.
Let's talk about
they're hot right now.
I watched a little bit of Raw last night. I know there was a pay-per-view over the weekend. That was like a little combo platter. The homie over there sent you the message. You were telling me a little bit about that. So, fam, come on, let's get into the wrestling streets. What's really good?
Yeah, I'll kick off with I'll kick off with the fact that I paid $50 for Forbidden Door for AEW. You know what I'm saying? And, Forbidden Door, I talked about in the last pod, but pretty much it's AEW crossing over with New Japan Wrestling. And, the homie Johnny, Quinones, shout out Johnny Rivalum, soccer player, talking about, getting tapped into New Japan. And it's a lot, fam. Like, it's a lot to really kind of dig into, but the event, Forbidden Door, was pretty dope. Was pretty dope, fam. I'm not gonna lie, it was a pretty solid product, and I paid the $50. Thank you, AEW, by the way. I didn't give my computer like a crazy virus. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, AEW. I'm out here
I
really.
risk it sometimes, yo.
Fam, now my new computer,
if you got a new joint, that's all right.
It's super new, fam. We're new enough for me.
Keep it safe.
For sure, and it's been running just fine. Anyway, not to go off on a tangent, but the Forbidden Door, fam, two matches that stuck out for me were like this: the 4-man tag team for this man Orange Cassidy's belt, fam. It was actually a pretty solid match. It was against 3 other guys, but that match was a lot better than I probably would have ever anticipated. So that was a stick out to me, and I know a lot of people like Orange Cassidy and kind of what he brings. And then the second one being the Kenny Omega Will Ospreay match, and again, I won't get too heavy into it. I've talked about Will Ospreay. He's a guy Australian from New Japan. Kenny Omega is like pretty much face of the franchise in terms of AEW, or one of them. But these guys put on just a banger, fam. The wrestling quality of these guys is through the roof. It's explosive. It's violent. Bloody, but not like Moxley bloody, fam.
See, so I didn't like. First of all, those are like 2 top dog wrestlers.
Yep.
And if your boys like, that dude who ranks or whatever, like there's a dude who like gives a 5-star matches, whatever.
Oh,
he's probably
yeah,
gonna give that a 5-star.
Meltzer. Yeah.
But like sometimes I watch those matches too, and I told you I'm just like I'm such a prick, right? So I'm such an asshole. So I watch these matches sometimes, and I feel like they set up so many spots.
A lot
of spots sometimes.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, like enough. And not only that, like, yo, we kind of seen something like this, like not too long. Like it gets to be a little redundant, gets to be a little long. Like you're like, yo, come on, like put this thing out. So it was probably like a fabulous match, but sometimes that's, like I said, I didn't see a lick of it. But that's
no. I definitely hear what you're saying. I agree, because honestly, I would say 80% of those matches were that way for me. I just think when it comes to true ability, true quality, they bring it, and that's just what it is. No other people can put on that match. I don't even think this guy's fam. I don't even think there's guys in WWE who could even sniff these guys' jaw. I'm not even lying to you, fam.
2 top dogs, yeah.
They are real. They're unreal, fam. They're unreal. Will Ospreay, his character is, again, I'm getting like, right. I'm getting my tone. I'm a big fan of Will Ospreay. I've been a big fan of him, and I know him and Seth have kind of had some choppy words with one another, which leads to my next point, and this is kind of, I'll end it on the AEW front here, but one thing that Johnny, brought up was like, in 3 to 4 years, he sees, Triple H, kind of confiding, wrestling to a point where, dream matches can kind of be going on with AEW versus WWE. So you could see a guy like Kenny Omega versus a guy like Roman Reigns, 2 of the top dogs. The way Kenny Omega wrestles, I don't know if he'll be around in 3 years, but things like that,
all that crossover, all that
just at WWE would I could only imagine what that would be like,
Yep, they would benefit from that for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just kind of I paid $50 for it, so I'm dedicating at least 5 minutes of this on the pod. So here I am, to talk a little AEW.
What else is cooking? Let's talk about the homie, fam. Let's get into that.
The real talk, man. Carmelo Hayes, man. And for people don't know, in the Indies, Christian Casanova, and Christian is his real name. This homie, born in Framingham, hails from Worcester, but truthfully, what they say, out of Boston, fam. And,
that's what they would say for us.
For sure, 100%. Out of Boston. For sure. I might have to go closer to the West Newbury part, but maybe hail from where John Cena's from. But now, man,
yes.
with Melo, it's crazy, man. He made his SmackDown debut like 2 weeks ago, but last night, man, making his debut on Raw, and what a debut, fam! He's mixing and mingling with like the top guys in the league right now, fam.
Yes.
Seth Rollins giving this man flowers, like legit being like introducing him, fam, and putting and booking him in the match versus Finn Balor, one of the more established wrestlers right now in wrestling. What a match they put on too. So I don't know, man. Again, I could go on and on, but I think for me, there's just is so much more to like come from this guy. It's just a start, fam. Tonight, right now, you know, he's got a big match tonight. I'm going to see it after we're getting off this, and I'll report on it next week. But it's going up against, again, top dog in WWE. You know, maybe not top dog, but a well-respected guy in Happy Corbin. And it's a title match. And, fam, I think he's going to drop it tonight. I think he's actually going to lose the belt, and I think it's going to actually sneak him up to the main roster. And, you know, I think somebody, you know, Corbin will probably drop it to someone else and kind of transfer it over easy so Melo doesn't lose to anybody in NXT.
Good way to move the belt.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's like if you're going to lose, okay, and then him and Corbin can beef up in the main roster. So, again, these are just the storylines. And, you know, I was talking to homie Ant, and it's like they just got to book him right. They got to book him right.
That's it. That's with everyone.
For sure. But, you know, he's got a special character. He just, I feel like I don't want to say he's neutral for him. I feel like he can kind of conform to whichever side, you know, whether it's like, I don't know, bad heel. I feel like he could do it all, honestly. I think he's a true future star. I think this guy's got star written all over him. And, you know, Seth Rollins wouldn't be giving someone flowers like that, fam, just out of nowhere. You know, and Finn Balor wouldn't be giving this man a match. And, you know, even though Melo lost, you know, and put Finn over, love to see it, fam. And let me tell you right now, fam, violent Finn Balor, yo, fam.
Look up.
Yo, this
First of all, he's tiny. Finn Balor's tiny. I might manhandle Finn Balor. But I saw some highlights from that match.
No, you won't.
I might handle him, fam. I might give him I might go for his legs and that's it. I might shoot him. Boom, go for the legs. You can't block it, and that's it.
I love the confidence, fam. I love that.
So, I saw something that was like,
fam. I'm telling you right now, I'm jumping in. I'm gonna help.
All right, we're doing it. So, I saw some highlights. Looked good. Match looked good. I saw him threw a couple moves out there, Melo. So, shout out to the homie Melo. Super, dude. We've been following this guy for 2 years.
Literally since 2021, we've covered it in some way, shape, or fashion, and for me, it just goes it shows the consistency of it all. Like not once has he dropped off. Like he hasn't dropped. It just continues to level up. So yeah.
And anybody who's been following us, they've been hearing about Melo. So it's like, come on, you guys, built-in fan base right here. Awesome, man. Love to hear it. What else we got? I know we dropped some. I think Friday night. What was the SmackDown? They're coming to the Garden like in September. Throw some dates out there. Yeah. So be on the lookout. What else you got going on in the wrestling streets, fam? Any other intel? Anything else for the people before we head out and take our little break here?
That's really it, man. I mean, the Bloodline stuff is always going on. That's just, that's going to be coming to, I don't want to say a conclusion at Money in the Bank coming up this weekekend, actually. But it's basically, it's solo. For me, it's Seth. Yeah, Seth and Finn.
It's in England, right?
It is. It's out in London. I think right at the one of them stadiums out there, probably London Stadium. But Seth Finn, and then for me, it's all about the Bloodline. So it's Solo and Roman versus the Usos, because at this point now the Bloodline has hit, a true staggering point. The Usos have divided. They've officially knocked out Roman, and they pretty much little brothers join the big bad cousin, and the brothers are trying to save. So great storytelling with that as always, and it's kind of like just a little sneak preview for Money in the Bank upcoming Saturday, July 1st. So
awesome. For us, lots of stuff going on, fam. Busy time for us, Yeah,
people sleeping in the NBA streets, ripping cards, dreaming about NFL. It's like, you guys wish you had a season like us. Shout out Card Czar, by the way, too, out here in London.
Shout out. I saw that love. That love that he was giving. So
shout out Card Czar.
Love to see that, love to support small businesses, local businesses.
For sure.
Do it all day. So, fam, let's take a little break. I'm going to catch this fresh bevy.
Yep.
Catch 5 here. We're going to come back on this June 27th. It's like 9:20 right now. Come back in a few. Give the people what they want on some NBA talk. We'll jump through some PGA stuff. The Travelers was just down here at in Connecticut. real local. So we'll get into all that, some OT stuff. That's how we do it. Episode 89.
Swing,
Come on,
baby.
take 5.
Swing.
Be back for the people. Peace.
I love you, baby.
Boys are back. Episode 89. Who's at 89? I just saw it right off the top of my head.
Is that Wes Welker?
Wes Welker? Was he 89?
I don't know.
It might have been. It might have been like not 89. I know Steve Smith.
It's definitely not 89.
Season. He's a dog, Steve Smith.
Oh, that's say less. That's the guy right there.
Ripod in the house, episode 89, June 27th, 2023. It's 9:40 at night here on the East Coast. Your boys in the house doing it. Victorious.
Chicky.
Javier. You know, we're here doing it. You know, just getting just tossing around the sports. You know what I'm saying? Killed the Revs. That's what, you know, in second place right now on the table. Big clash against FC Cincinnati coming up.
Oh, that's huge.
FC
I did not.
I didn't either. That took me by surprise. You know, I can't keep it a stack. We looked at.
Yes.
But yeah, unbelievable. They got a nice little stretch of games coming up here. In second place, All Star break coming up. You know, Arsenal coming over to play the MLS All Star. So we get Matt Turner against Georgi Petrovic.
Gotta see it.
You know, little New England Revolution goalie battle.
Yep.
Yeah, plenty of good things on that horizon. Transfer market's crazy. Hasn't even begun, but it's just been nuts already. More to follow on that. Let's get right into the NBA streets, fam. Had the draft. Your boy Wemby went first, number 1 to the Spurs. Your team, San Antonio.
Big moment.
I don't know what else can we add to that. Miller there doing some, you know, in some accusations or in a little wild little thing over there. Number 2 to Charlotte, I think. Number 3 was your boy Scoop. So I don't know, fam. Give me your NBA intel. We'll jump into PGA after, OT after. Let's go. Episode 89, fam.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Fam, I just don't. It's crazy, and I know can't be the only one thinking about it, but it's like MJ out there really making decisions still and drafting. You know, this Brandon Miller kid at number 2, Alabama. You know, I get he was, you know, solid college player, but I definitely don't think the fans were wanting that for him. I think they definitely wanted Scoop. I think that was the pick, and this guy played in the G League, fam. Is that what these kids are doing now?
Oh yeah, for sure. He was like Ignite, you know, the G League Ignite. Or
I was
whatever.
like, that ain't a college team. That ain't a Europe team.
And they should be good. I'm happy for these players. I think they get paid a salary. You know what I'm saying? Like they're basically making that leap. Like no different than if you're, you know, a pro soccer player. You know, we just have somebody for the MLS. 16-year-old just debuted for the MLS. Right. Nobody blinks an eye. You're pro tennis players across the world, you know, nobody bats an eye. And, you know, all of a sudden NBA players, they gotta be freshmen, or NFL players, they gotta do 3 years, you know,
get out of here.
It's like, get out of here.
Get out of here with that.
You know, when you're good enough, you're good enough. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Somebody's
it.
gonna pay you, and that's it.
That's really it.
You know, shout out to, you know, all these cats making some bread. But
yeah, and 2 brothers too in the top 5. I think one of them also in the G League.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, outside of Wemby, definitely some interesting stuff. I mean, the whole Charlotte piece, curious, you know, I know MJ's going to be
a solid piece. Looked like they
this
did,
guy's
like they
talking
back or did I don't
bro,
I can't keep
but
up
they got a
with
defensive stalwart. And we haven't even talked about it, but Marcus Smart's been delivered.
Trade.
Gone.
Bring in Porzingis.
We put on the polls, you know, we talked about it there, but you know, Porzingis, he's in town, man. That's the guy. That's what we're rocking with. That's a big 3. Porzingis, Tatum, and Brown, you know, from what I understand.
Great mention right there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You know, as always, man, it goes a long way. Fam. YouTube, Boom. Twitter, whatever stream you're on, the IG. We're
Hold
there,
your
Facebook.
Boys down.
Yo, the engagement's been awesome with the polls, man. We throw a poll out there. People have been loving it. People have been out there like, yo.
Even from the stratosphere, outside the stratosphere.
So love it. Keep that up. And yeah, the people spoke on the Marcus Smart joint. And it's like, yeah, I think, you know, the consensus, like, yo, we had to make a move.
Something had to give. We've been saying it. Right. Something had to give.
You know, something had to do. So we had to do something. Something had to give. And you know what I'm saying? I think
Memphis getting a good piece. Memphis getting a good piece.
Well, I think we got a little decent haul in return.
Definitely.
And you know, we'll see what plays out, obviously. But you know, I think he's like on a 1-year deal. So you know, there's got to be some movement after this deal. Porzingis, like he opted into the final year of this deal.
Right.
So I think, you know, there's, you know, more to follow there. Maybe some little contract extension or some kind of deal. But still stuff to go down with Jaylen Brown as far as his contract extension. But, you know, light NBA talk, fam. I know you got your little Chris Paul joint. You know, you wanted to throw that out there, but.
I just, you know, him going to Golden State's interesting. And I thought it was funny.
Is that a lock?
I don't know. I mean, he's talking like it. I feel like um,
That
is
might
it?
be. Yeah, I don't even like I said. I've been low on the NBA streets.
Yeah, there was anytime if Bleacher Report got a picture of them two together, that shit's on. So
All right,
I
lock it up.
I believe that. I don't know what the hell the details are, but they're running it.
Oh
They're
yeah,
running it over there.
Jordan Poole to
Yeah,
Washington.
Jordan Poole's out. He's going to where they ship.
To
Is
Washington.
that where they sent all the?
Yeah. Because that's I think that's where CP3 was.
This is like the dumping grounds.
Yeah. So it's like
It's
that's
literally
like
it's like
dump.
it's
That's
the
the dump.
dumping grounds of the NBA. It's sad,
Um,
sad times.
let's do this. More to follow on the NBA streets. We don't want to keep it light. The draft occurred. I don't know if you have any. We threw the thing out, the poll out there for Wemby. If you have any takes on the draft, fam, I'll give you the last 30 seconds. NBA is going to be light for me. I'm ready to jump into these PGA streets.
Yeah, we hit on this. You just touched on it too. This 36 pick with the Celtics. This guy is all defense, fam. You're saying, oh, I heard you guys like
is that his last name? Walsh?
Walsh, something like that from Arkansas. That's where he played. But you're saying like, yeah, like defense. Like I thrive on defense pretty much. Like I heard you guys like people who like pretty much get, floor burns and, get nasty. So it's like, come on over, bro.
Yep.
We're here. So like to see where that goes.
I saw he was like a 5-star recruit out of high school, like a really solid recruit. Had like a tough year in college, but yeah, 6'7" kid with like a 7'3", wingspan. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. NBA draft is tough. NFL draft is tough,
Yep.
That's what it is, fam. Onto PGA streets, fam. Man, I went out to golf a few times. I think like once or twice since the last time we connected here, but golf street's been tough for me, fam. Man, golf street.
What is it? Is it the weather? I mean, it's been crappy weather out here.
I suck. I'm so inconsistent. I got to keep the driver in the bag too. The driver's such a bad club for me. Don't really use it that, I don't know. My overall game is tough. I got a lot of work to do.
You got to lots of Manolo, fam.
I know. I gotta link up with him.
We went mini putting the other day. I locked my fingers. I smacked that shit.
Since the last time we connected, Wyndham Clark took home the U.S. Open out there at LA Country Club. I heard a lot of stuff about that, but it was a tough course.
American?
I think, yes, Wyndham Clark for sure. So he gets like an exemption. He gets a lot of good stuff. Wyndham Clark. I think he's up there on the Ryder Cup team. Like he's actually had a really good season. But this past week we had the Travelers down there in Connecticut. I don't know, fam, if you got to watch any of it, if you got to see
just all game cast
Keegan
stuff.
Bradley, the hometown guy, do his thing down there. TPC
he's from Connecticut?
TPC River Highlands. He's from Vermont.
Yeah,
he's from Vermont.
It's from the area.
He claims New England.
All right.
I think I saw a picture that after he missed the cut out there at LACC for the US Open. So he was back here early, and I think he was like, I want to say he was doing some mini golf at like in Salisbury, fam. So he was definitely back home, back in the local area.
Yeah, that's cool to hear.
Cool to see him win, and he kind of ran away with it. Won by a few strokes at the end of it, and it was an elevated event, so he got a few bucks in there. It's his 6th overall win, his 2nd win in like his last 16 starts. So definitely solid for Keegan Bradley. Just good vibes. The homie Don was down there. I think it was like his 2nd or 3rd year down there. He was part of he's carrying a boom mic. He's like behind. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever. I mean, anyone.
Yeah, no. I know.
Yeah. They got the camera guy right there, and then they got the guy holding the big microphone. Big puffy microphones. He was one of those guys. Said he was following Scheffler and JT one day, so he was in there. With like some top dogs. So it was a fun tournament, I guess. More to follow, or I don't know, fam, if you got anything to that, but DraftKings been going on. I mean, I was just
going to touch on DraftKings. I had 6 for 6 on my DraftKings, and I thought for damn sure I was going to take top prize in freaking the Riv league that we got going on. And only for Rob to come back. He was 5 for 6, but yeah, his team smashed. So hopefully he won some dough. I don't know how far, again, I feel like in the top 2 of our, if anyone finishes 1 and 2, I feel like overall they've probably done somewhat well in other leagues if they put money in. So yeah, shout out to Rob. He took first place, and I'm trying to think who I had. I think on day 4 he had a dude hit 7 under. He had Keegan Bradley. Yeah, easy ones. And then the field, him and I both had Scheffler. Yeah, I've been doing all right too. I finished second, and I think I finished first the week before, or something like
Scheffler's
that.
been an animal.
And Scheffler's just an automatic. I mean,
He's
that guy, he should almost be like an automatic lock. Like I think I told you, like start doing bets where this guy finishes in the top 10. At this point now, that's probably like minus 220.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough bet.
You know,
you gotta put a lot of money out.
For sure.
Yeah, no, the PGA streets have been awesome. We definitely had some, just it's been fun to watch. As like we talked about, like there's not really much, no NBA on really besides the draft. NFL is kind of low. MLB is, always in the background, I guess. But yeah, like PGA is here.
And it's a kind of a sleeping giant if you think about it, fam. Because even I mentioned soccer. I mentioned, we got wrestling, but it's wrestling. Like, all right, PGA too, though. It's still here.
PGA's here. And we're going to be going into like a solid stretch here, PGA, until we get to like the British Open.
Right.
So we got this tournament here, the Rocket Mortgage, coming up this week in Detroit.
Okay.
We're going to be, all of a sudden we're going to be across doing, there's like the Genesis Scottish Open. Try saying that 5 times fast. Genesis Scottish Open. That's like the week before the British Open. So yeah, we got, and that's the last major. That's the last major of the season. So
nice,
solid little 4 or 5 week stretch coming up here. June going into July and August. Man, we're gonna get into it, fam.
Good. I'm glad I'm glad we're here to cover it. So
I'm trying to get out there too to golf. We got to get out there. Maybe throw some content out there, some golf content.
Freaking if this weather would like actually be freaking. Be great to see a day without it being like 75% and like a thunderstorm next to it.
Yeah, it's true.
Sucks.
It's been pretty consistently raining around here. I mowed the grass today for the, it's so long.
Good day.
It's growing so fast.
Probably a small window.
Had a small little window here at night, so I mowed the lawn. But yeah, we're getting into it over here in New England. Lots of rainy, wet weather. It's like unseasoned. It's like not, it's.
But it's weird. It's like it's hot.
It's usually not like this either.
It's like it's hot. It's like Florida weather, fam. This is like retirement weather.
Sad. What else we got? Any other news on the golf front? Like I said, shout out to the homie Don. He was sending a couple pictures. He was out there live and in person. He's been doing it. Guest of the show, friend of the show, Don Ferguson. So. He was sending us some messages and stuff, but yeah, overall, I heard just the Travelers is, solid tournament. They treat the players right. They, lots of good stuff like in the clubhouse, lots of good, everyone's friendly, everyone's super friendly. So, shout out to the Travelers, man. TPC River Highlands down there in Connecticut. Shout out to Keegan Bradley, big winner. And then, like I said, the week before, Wyndham Clark winning the U.S. Open, that was big. Got the Detroit Rocket Mortgage coming up this week. I don't know, fam. That's the Golf Minute.
That's it, and we'll be back. We'll be back.
We'll give you the results of the Rocket Mortgage. Who do you like this week? Finau? He's a favorite, I think. Ricky Fowler's a favorite. Who do you like?
I'll be honest with you. I haven't even had a chance to even check on my line like draft to see who's in the tournament. So
I like that. Victoria's behind. Perfect. Got him right where I want him.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Let's see. We got a few heads in here, so I like that. A nice little early start here on Tuesday. Yeah, off the bat here, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, actually some pretty solid names here.
The field is
Bradley's back too.
Well, someone like JT had to come in this tournament. He had to jump in because he's like out of the playoff. Playoffs.
Oh, no, he can't be taking breaks, fam. Nah.
So
I look at Max Homa. Max Homa just sticks out to me. It's just a name that's just like, see if it actually sticks. But I feel like Max is kind of always a sleeping giant somewhere.
All right, I like Tony Finau. I think he's defending champ on. He's a
Tony
belt on this one. So
hope he wins
we'll go
it
with him again. We'll
hope
see.
He does.
All right, let's jump into. We're gonna do a little something. Let's jump into the OT streets right now, fam. We're really here. Almost 10 o'clock here at night. Boys are here. Victorious, Javier, Rip Pod, episode 89. Like, share, subscribe. You already know, man.
That's right.
We got into a lot of the Revs stuff. Pumped about the Revs. Can't wait to be going to more games. Right now, though, let's jump into we each got to watch a little movie recently, fam. So let's give a little movie joint. We don't really watch too many movies. I know we don't talk too much about movies. Like when we do like the yearly review, a countdown. Like, we don't really watch too many movies this year.
Right.
Maybe we just so happened to watch. I don't know if we had a homework assignment or what, fam. I'll give you the first couple minutes. What's your movie? What's your scoop? Let the people know.
Yeah, we kind of went on a whim a few weeks ago, and we went to go see the new Spider-Man movie, Across the Spider-Verse or whatever. And this movie's 2 hours and 20 minutes long, fam. It was a long movie.
Wow.
Kind of prepped the family like, yo, it's a long one. So if you see him kind of, yawning or whatever, but yeah, he made it through. And yeah, the movie, fam, it was great. Honestly, for me, saw it the first time, obviously 2 hours and 20 minutes. I need to watch a movie several times sometimes to like really break it down. Like, I'm really trying to understand it, but I'm like, damn, like I watched a little bit of the first one, but I was following it for the most part. But fam, we went to go see it again. It was that good. Went to the movie theaters twice. So the first time we saw it in Chunky's, and I'm like, damn, I need like the experience, fam. Like I want the IMAX. So second time around, we went to the IMAX up here in Hooksett, next to us in Londonderry, and yo, fam, what a theater, by the way, too. If you get a chance to go to an IMAX, no plugs, but kind of a plug, I guess. But IMAX, unbelievable. But we went to go see it for a second time, and yeah, definitely understood it a little bit more. Saw the first one, connected the storylines, and it's amazing how much like a 6-year-old, right, can like retain and like keep me posted in the more. I'm like, bro, this kid like knows more than me, filling in everyone. So we're on a Spider-Man kick over here, and
Love it.
the movie was great though. I mean, the animation, the story stuff, like, and Miles Morales, half Puerto Rican, half black from Queens, New York, Bronx. It's like it's a cool story, bro. So I love it all. Yeah, that's what did you catch? Did you go to a movie theater or?
No, yeah. You know what? Real quick, just about that. I like that you can watch it with your kid together. Like you guys are vibing together. Yeah, just that energy right there alone is like, I feel like this. I don't know. It's just like a lot. I don't know. Yeah,
We've seen some other movies, like we saw like The Elemental, and it's like, all right, whatever. I'm sitting in the back, like trying to get my lineup going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This one, I'm like, all right, we vibed, and it was kind of like parent decision because it's PG, whatever. We're trying to, you gotta be mindful. But I was like, nah, or maybe it was a PG-13. I don't even know, but we went for it, and it's fine. So
worked out. Yeah, I just so happened to be able to watch Team Foxcatcher. So I don't know if you ever heard of it, but it was actually a movie called like The Foxcatcher with Steve Carell. So about a wrestling team. And I didn't get to watch. I wanted to watch a movie with Steve Carell. I looked it up on Netflix. They didn't have
good
that
actor.
One, but they had a thing called Team Foxcatcher. So I looked that up, and I started watching it. And it's like a documentary basically. So it's a documentary from I think it was filmed in like 2016 or put together in 2016. But it was about this guy John DuPont, like of the famous DuPont. I don't know if you ever heard of like DuPont Chemicals, but he basically ended up sponsoring like the USA wrestling team. And the number one wrestler at the time was a guy named like Dave Schultz, and he was like a top dog. He was international, like US, whatever. He was a top dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he was like Olympic, whatever. So no one ever really sponsored the wrestling team. This guy John DuPont, ton of money, billionaire, whatever. A ton of land, set up like an estate, basically like a compound. Had like the whole wrestling team, sponsored the wrestling team. It was called like Team Foxcatcher. And basically ended up killing this guy, Dave Schultz, the top dog. Ended up going like crazy. This guy DuPont, like he was always weird, but ended up like getting more and more weird.
Played by Steve Carell.
Yes, in the movie he was. But
this is
more this is more the document. This is a documentary that I watched. But yeah, and the movie was played by Steve Carell. So I definitely still even want to watch that. But yeah, it was really cool. There's a lot of like home video footage. Because there's guys there who are actually taking footage with like camcorders held in their hand.
It's kind of creepy. Like, it's kind of scary.
At that time.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of home footage like that. But yeah, it was wild. I would recommend anybody watch this movie. Like I don't even
say it again, fam. What is it again?
It's called Team Foxcatcher.
All right.
On Netflix. It's
love a good Netflix.
Real documentary type. Just tells a story about how this guy ended up, an eccentric billionaire, ended up sponsoring the USA wrestling team and eventually ended up killing the top wrestler.
How did he kill him? Not to like get grim, but
yeah, I don't want to no spoilers.
All right.
No spoilers, but he shot him. He shot him. So I won't tell you.
Yeah,
like,
no.
He pleaded insanity. And,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I won't tell you how it ended up.
Right,
if he got convicted or what. But check it out, Team Foxcatcher. And yeah, that's the Rip Pod, check the Rip Pod movie minute, fam.
I'm so grim. I'm just like, I need to know like the details of it all.
Yeah, yo, we both discussed some movies. I'm glad you went out there and caught that twice, fam, which was
I
unbelievable.
literally, yeah, I don't
Good
think
work,
I
Victorious.
don't know if I've ever been to a movie twice. I don't think I have. Even at 37 years living, I don't know if I've ever done it.
Yeah,
but
like 2 hours and 20 minutes is like, I don't know.
yeah, he was moving around like a little snail, like a little. He was like
real squirmy, wormy
he was
dog.
like-
I would have been.
yeah, he was like throwing it back, like trying to stay awake. I'm like, I'm here.
Let's do this, fam. We're still in the OT. We're here. Gave you the movie scoop. Now, big news. We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about it. Give it a couple minutes. But the submersible, fam. Tried to go down, see the Titanic. This Ocean Gate or whatever. I mean,
crazy.
I don't even know how much you want to get into it.
I mean, it's kind of been blown up by now and kind of died out.
Which is crazy.
Poor choice of words, but my bad.
Yeah,
but either way,
crazy,
like,
right? Wasn't that wild how fast the news cycle works?
Just like that. I don't want to say just like that, but it's just like boom, we're in and out.
Isn't that wild? Insane.
Insane. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, the whole thing is bizarre. I mean, I think the one that sticks out to me again, we have children. It's like, okay, this guy brought his 19-year-old son. And, I'm not here to talk ill on the dead, but it's just got to be the most selfish move that anyone could ever make in terms of just knowing the risks of it all. And yeah, so, I mean, I think for me, I was just, that angered me, honestly. Like, I'm going to be real talk. Yeah. I have to.
I don't know if that's fam. That's a great point. That's an unbelievable point. Like, you're putting someone in unnecessary harm, like serious grave harm.
Yeah.
The one thing I think about, and like we talked about, this thing has been, ad nauseum and talked about how, the safety, like this guy stalked, the owner, a bunch of people taking trips on, the stories out there. But the thing that I think about is like, these guys this is like, people well off to do who chose this to do like this. Risk.
Signed, fam. Signed on the dotted line.
All this is like
said death 3 times on the front page, fam.
There's real people out, like migrants out, trying to go get from like Africa to like Malta or to Europe, capsizing out in the Mediterranean, and like there's nobody, there's real actual people trying to improve their life, trying to improve the whole lot in life, not the. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't want to, I don't want to be like altruistic and do all that stuff and be. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just like, I don't know. It's like the news. The news is weird, bro.
I can't even fuck with the news, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the news is that. Ultimately,
I really can't. No, I really can't. Like, I really can't.
Weird. It's like
I
don't know. That's not where.
Yeah. I don't. We curse on this spot. I don't fuck with the news.
Like how we're sending out gazillions and gazillions to Ukraine.
That's how big the story was, though, fam. Because we don't even really follow. I know I don't really follow news like that,
home, right, fam? I don't. We can't even get into the news. We can't even get into all that. We just talk about. We just dribble. Shut up and dribble, right? That's get out of here.
Yeah, no, the whole thing is crazy. I get it. Just it moves so quick, fam, and yeah, it's wild, man. They signed on it, waivers, but it's like, fam. Forget all that. It's like the ocean, fam. Like the Mariana Trench, the Challenger Deep. Like that's not even like the Titanic, 13,000 feet. Rock's Belt, 8,000. You know what I'm saying? And then you got 38K, fam.
That's nothing.
What? We're talking like life forms on a different level. Which again, videos 3:30 in the morning, Saturday. I think just I'm lost, fam. Lost. Probably learned more about the ocean over the last like week and a half more than I ever have,
This guy's like fucking Vegas Vic over here. What are you talking
Freak.
About, Victorious?
Freak.
Let's do this, fam. Let's jumping into even more OT. We're getting deeper into the OT streets. Talked about some movies. Went into the fucking deep trenches. I know you're always out in the deep. Let's get back. Let's get back. Bring it back. What do we got going on in the OT streets? What do we got? Any bites to eat? Anything going on? I know you're always talking about local government, fam, out there. and if you're something else. What do you
Fair. We went out for restaurant, fam. We went out on Saturday to restaurant, seafood spot, Surf in Nashua. I don't know if you've ever been out there.
Surf? Is that what
Surf?
Yeah.
Surf, dude. Pretty good restaurant.
What was the scoop? What was it?
Yeah, solid. So we've been there before. But Yeah, halfway through my meal. First off, the waiter, waitress, whatever you call them these days, she's pretty much like,
What'd you
you
get?
can already tell she
Hold
wants to
on.
clean the table,
What's the
fam.
food situation? What time is it? What's going on?
Oh, we got in there 5 o'clock. Seafood, surface seafood.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, it's just pretty much a
Is it busy
little.
there?
Hell yeah, the bar is wicked busy. But
Yeah. All right.
we caught that early bird. We're smart.
All
We get
right.
in there 4:45, five
Smart.
o'clock, perfect
Give me that
timing.
first wave.
Literally, I could have
Yep.
probably parked in a half-hour spot and didn't have to pay for parking because that's how quick this chick moved us along, fam. I don't know if I've ever experienced anyone pushing the table along as quickly as this person.
Wow.
Like halfway eating my food, fam. Like, you done with that? Like, you can already tell when your waiter waitress wants to like clear a table mad quick. It's like, yo, chill.
What's
Like,
up
yo,
with that?
I don't. If you're a waiter or waitress, you need to chill with that. First off, if you listen to this, because don't let people eat. Don't stare at me all bug eyed like, yo, you done with your food? Like, literally, I got the fork in my hand, fam. Talking about you want to. She actually kind of saved me because I definitely could not eat the whole thing. So she's like, probably cut me off.
Yo, fam, the whole restaurant situation, the whole restaurant game is wild too. And like, you can't even say nothing either. You can never criticize restaurants.
I can say something real
or
quick in my
anybody.
tip. I can criticize in my tip.
Yeah, that's basically what you got to do.
And that's what it was. And that's what it was, fam.
That's what. It's no different. Yeah, that's
Not
all
to
you
be a
can do.
prick, but like, you know what I'm
That's all you
saying?
can
It is
do.
what it is. I was like, the only way that this person's gonna learn
Yeah, what a
is
dope.
this way.
Yeah, what a dope. It's like, yo, I'm trying to give you, like, I'm here to have a good time. Well, let's all have a good time.
I'm here for a long time. I wanted to be here for a decent time. You know what I'm saying?
What a joke.
It's probably because I ordered an iced tea, fam. It's probably like, oh, they're not buying liquor.
Can't have a little iced tea?
Unsweetened.
Perfect. That's delicious.
So it was good. It was good, like food, but service.
What'd you
like
get?
What'd you get for 10, food? Fam. I got like a ramen bowl with like salmon, like miso salmon, like just all things that kind of like a ramen miso thing would come in. So I feel like that type. It was bomb. She got like a lobster sushi thing, like warm butter roll, and we got Lucas came out with us and ordered a freaking whole bowl of clam chowder and crushed it.
Nice, love that.
Yeah, it was good little time outside the
trying
service.
To rush you. It's like, yo, get off me, get away,
lady,
back up,
like
go do some roll ups, go do some.
I don't know. She needed to. I don't know, man. It's just
stay busy back there.
That's it. Yeah, I haven't had. You feel like I've had pretty good experience with waiters and waitresses lately, but that was poor.
Yeah, fam, I don't have too much. Just my usual car bitching. Just like, yo, always seeing like motorcycles. You see the signs like, yo, look twice, like save a life for motorcycles. And you see motorcycles zipping, man. And then you see them dipping in between the lanes or whatever. It's like, all right, it's like, yo, you're playing living dangerously, but now I got to be careful, be watching out for you. It's like, yo, watch out for yourself, bozo. And Legit. Then too, like, fam, like, what about cars? I know I've probably said this a million times. Like, yo, when cars leave a space, 2 spaces in between them and like the car in front of them, like, what are you doing when you do that? You know what you're doing is like you're causing traffic because now the car, like 4 cars behind you that you can't even see, should be up. Now, like they're back where they're not supposed to be. It's like,
right.
What are you doing?
Yeah, just go in the middle lane, go to the middle lane, or go whatever other lane, and just don't be in your own lane.
Oh, I'm just talking about like when at like lights. I'm talking about like at lights. There's so many times I get to a light or like 2 lanes and like someone.
I was thinking like, highway for some reason. My bad.
Well, the highway, dude, is a whole nother situation. The highway's a whole nother situation. People are afraid to get out of the left lane and drive in the middle lane, which you should.
Right. That's what I was stuck on.
But yeah, when people just like if there's 2 lanes and like you get to a light, like there's always somebody that's got to have like 3 car lengths, 2 car lengths between them and the car. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, like just get up, go,
get up,
just snuggle up,
push up, please. Don't be you don't have to be all over. You don't have to be in the back seat, but like, please.
Yeah,
like I said, your cousin. Don't even, fam. Motorcycles. I'll bundle somebody on a motorcycle too.
It's crazy. I got loved
I'll
ones.
Drop an elbow.
Yeah, and I tell my dad all the time, like, yo, just drive safe, man.
Yo,
but it's like it's great, but I can't get down with bikes. Like, I can't even. It's hard for me to even endorse.
By bundle,
it.
I meant like drop an elbow. Like I'm not trying to obviously hit anybody.
Oh no! I don't think anybody was thinking violent conduct.
Fam, pedestrians, like, yo, what are you doing? Like, walk in the crosswalk if you can, please. Like, there's so many times I see people walking like 20. There's a crosswalk like 10 feet right there, and like they got to walk right here. We're like, I can't even see you. You're walking from behind a car.
Oh, people are idiots.
And I'm like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, people are idiots. Again,
man.
I had a traffic thing this morning. Just just people. I don't even know. I can't even. I know I was right. All right, that's all it really comes down to. I know I was right. Right. Whether I was right, fam. And yeah, just some people don't know how to drive, and yeah, it's just you got to tell people sometimes. You got to look back and just really let them know. And that's what it was. So,
fam,
8:15
anything else?
this morning.
What else? You got anything else cooking in the OT?
Nah, man. I mean, we hit on the movies, fam. We touched on, Titanic submarine restaurant stuff, fam. We touched on a lot of stuff this today.
Nice. Yeah, let's keep
I went heavy on a lot of things. I went sideways too, but
had a great episode. Episode 89, Steve Smith episode in the house.
Wow,
appreciate it, man. The homie Victorious.
Appreciate you,
Vic.
fam.
Your boy Javier and Haverhill. Appreciate all the fans out there. Appreciate all the support from everyone, man. It's been awesome. Let's have an awesome summer. July 4th coming up. Hopefully get some weather here that we can all mess with. You know what I'm saying?
And tell them what to do, fam. What they got to just do.
They already know. Like, share, subscribe. Let's
that.
leave a comment. Might be. I want to throw a little poll out there, like hot dogs, hamburgers. What's your joint, fam? I like a cheeseburger, yeah.
Cheeseburger.
Don't even throw a hamburger out there. Cheeseburger.
Yeah. Like what?
Come on, we're putting cheese on all these. What are we
putting? Everyone. And I'm cooking them which way I want.
Hockey pucks. I like my hot dogs too. Like I need some char on those.
Hot dogs sliced.
I think that's Zdeno char. Sausage, pepper, and onions. Fam, appreciate you, man. Like I said, let's get some good weather. Rib pot in the house.
Yeah, man.
Let's have a great summer. Let's have a 4th of July.
Yes,
sir. Birthday. Let's get a little party out there. Get that barbecue going. Get that grill going. Appreciate, like we said, all the support's been awesome. The engagement with the polls. Fam, you've been throwing out the shorts. You've been throwing out those reels. Been throwing out the stories, the IG, man. We appreciate it. Rib pot in the house.
Yep.
Rocket Mortgage going on. The Rocket Mortgage Classic. Get back to you on Money in the Bank, fam.
Wow. Revs at Cincinnati.
Revs at Cincy.
Transfer market officially July 1st.
Man.
MTF. More to follow, guys.
Vic.
More to follow.
Representing not Nashville, Londonderry, your boy Javier.
Get out of here with
that. I guess we're both representing Nashville. Javier down here in Haverhill. Man, we'll catch you next time.
Baby. Lancers.
Rip pot in the house. You already know. Peace. Yo, happy anniversary, fam.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Appreciate all you guys.
Catch you next time, yo. Rip pod. Catch you guys.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
One.